Yo, what is going on, everyone? It is Memory here. We everyone, ladies and gentlemen, for the 12th and final episode of Eizouken. Now, Midori has figured out what she wants to do with the story. We're kind of combining a lot of the ideas and putting them together. So I'm really excited to see how this final project, the final product, comes out. Because I'm assuming we see it in this episode, right? Because it is the finale. Which, by the way, I'm going to miss this series. I really am going to miss the characters. I'm going to miss just what this series is about altogether. And I really do hope we get another season at some point. I don't know how much more source material there is. I feel like it definitely continues on past this point. I don't think this is where the source material ends, and maybe we do get another season at some point. I'm keeping my fingers crossed, right? Definitely, because I would love to see it. But we're gonna see what we have with this finale. I want to see how this turns out, the final product. We do have a little problem we got to deal with though before that. So yeah, man, let's get into this episode, see what we got. We're starting at the very beginning, 0 seconds, and we're gonna hop into it in 3, 2, 1, play. Yeah, it didn't fit at all. It did not fit at all. At least, yeah, it didn't fit the scene. Suddenly got this vision of a hot spring sitting. Oh, it was for like a different scene, or like for a different. This is from 2 weeks ago when we didn't have this concept. Uh oh. Didn't even have to answer. We knew what the answer was just from Midori's reaction. Right, it would fit in a different part of the story, probably, but not with this. And Tsubama's getting super. I know how passionate she is about this in general, but especially with this, like, we can't let this stop us now. We gotta do something. Any other tracks? Probably this is probably some of the things they have to deal with. Uh, More royalty-free music. And this is why she's super passionate about it, right? It makes sense, yeah. Like, damn. Yep. What the heck are we gonna do? Well, their time is ticking. That would be nice. Give us some more time, but work like you got an hour and a half left. They're just dead silent, like just waiting for what is it gonna be? Are we gonna have more time or what? What's going on? Midnight tonight. That gives them more time though. You got till midnight. And it's business. That's business for you. So they canceled. They canceled with that one group. Wait, right now? Wait, right? Really? You don't have them? I mean, well, I guess they do have time now because of them canceling. But I mean, how many? They don't have like a whole lot of time, right? Especially to make major adjustments. I feel like to the story with the Comet A thing coming up. But we'll see. So man, what this is because we had all the ideas. Midori had all the ideas. Then we had something. It's like we've done a lot of kind of flip flopping, and now we're gonna have to make big adjustments again. Maybe, apparently. So, so they're gonna try and make the thing fit to that piano track, or I don't know. I mean, they have other tracks they can use, but not specifically made to fit what they had here. So they're gonna have to do some improvising, do something else. Last time hearing this OP, watching it weekly. I mean, I'll still listen to the song obviously after this is over, but it's like last time sitting down here watching the show and hearing the OP, it's like, damn. You want to change everything? Like, you serious? Make major adjustments? Like a OVA kind of thing? I think. Sounds very convincing, but they're gonna have to bust their asses. Mhm. Which I love the idea. Like I was saying in a previous episode, I love the. We've saw messages, things like this before in stories. I wasn't expecting it to be something totally unique anyway, but I like it. Especially because they're using the town, they're what they've incorporated into it. Coexistence. Theme. Mm. Oh jeez. All these. I'm just like reading all the words, like going like this, like jeez. That's true. That's true. Especially in this day and age, man. With everything that's going on right now, it's like, yeah, there's always something. That's what it feels like. There's always something going on. Just can't all be sunshine and rainbows. That's life, though, I guess. Oh, they're not gonna show us, huh? They're gonna wait until we see what it is. Like I said, they're gonna be busting their asses, pulling an all nighter. Hello. Damn, if they were gonna open up the doors, he was gonna open it himself. Did she even knock or anything? No. They're still so determined while being so tired. You can just tell, like, oh, the big day, huh? Yeah, these things are big deals, especially in Japan. Like what is it for them? Comiket? That's like, you know, Anime Japan, which I think got canceled, right? Unfortunately, because of this whole coronavirus thing. In America too, like obviously Anime Expo, like, dude, these things are getting huge. But I'd love to go to one in Japan, like honestly, at some point, or just visit Japan in general. Obviously, it's this is a this is really big though for independent people trying to get out there, independent artists, groups, everything. Artists, 8 years. I look how they have like kind of like the special dance thing on the side. This is so neat. See, I love stuff like this. Sheep, what is it called? Shibahama UFO Wars. You just everyone's showing off. There's a robot club, boys. Everyone's showing off their stuff, their visions, their creations, their things they're passionate about. Like this whole place is just full of passion. Bag or not. Oh man, the interactions though. You can hear some people kind of laughing. Kanamori showing off more of her just business practice genius skills. I need a new paper bag. Get us new paper bags. Oh, are they out? Do they have more? And I feel like that's maybe a goal for a lot of them is to sell out, right? Is to sell out of their product. That's just a good indicator, a good sign for them, right? They don't want any left over. They want to sell obviously as much as they can, if not all of it. We gotta watch it, right? Yeah, we gotta see it. You gotta show us it. Shibahama UFO Wars. It's gonna have a bit of everything in it. That must be like, oh, that must have been so hard, right? You have this creation, you have the final product, you're selling it, a lot of people are buying it, probably seeing it before you, and then you haven't even saw it yet. Like, what? That would drive me nuts, especially if I created it or had a part in creating it. So I guess they will be watching at the same time as some other people, but there have been people who watch it before them. Oh, here we go. I think this is it, right? Shibahama UFO Wars. There's that piano. Jeez. Just chaos spread throughout. Dude, the explosion effects. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so sick, dude. There's like so many of the ideas that they had, obviously all coming together here for the final project. So yeah, they are combining other tracks. It wasn't just the piano the whole time, but the piano is still there. I think it's working out so far. Ah, mayday, mayday, mayday. Going down. This may be where they find each other, like meet each other to two different sides. Time lapse. So yeah, okay. So there, yeah, okay. So if you were watching this, you would kind of get the idea of what's going on, even though it's just a short anime. Like they don't even have to be saying anything, or like you don't have to hear any words or get any words to kind of get an idea on what's going on. This feels like some of those short animes you get. I don't know if you guys have ever been to the movie theaters and saw like an anime movie, but they'll have like these short anime things with just music, no words or anything like that. Like I think the one I saw in theaters was made by like a Russian studio. I forget what it was called, but it was actually really good and there was no words or anything, but you knew what was happening. Like you knew the story or could tell what the story was. That's what this feels like. More war, More fighting. But really, they don't know they're fighting themselves. It's crazy what time can do and what war can do, right? Just conflict in general. How it can change just like the whole landscape of a city, a country, the people. Oh. I like how what they did with the scores though, like the musical scores. Like they did what they could with them, and it's and like I said before, so far it's fit pretty well, I'd say. And the sound effects are really good. I know I've already commented on the effects too, like the whether it's smoke effects or like beam effects, just the way it's animated. Look at this shot. Oh yeah, this is beautiful. And this is where they're probably about to meet, which is the most impactful scene, right? So wow. Oh shit. Oh my gosh. So it's not that they actually met each other, it was that they met, so that was part of the change. So that's not like them getting along and there being a 50-50 split. That was she passed out. So it still kind of shows that they're right the same obviously, but that peace isn't that easy, but I mean, still was like a I guess peaceful surrender. Didn't have to end in like Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's why I said like I hope there's another season cuz this isn't the end with them yet. Like there's still so much more they could do with it obviously. But man, the whole scope of the city, the world, everything, and then it's just their little club room, man. Like where this has all been going down for them. Like look how expansive the world is, and just how it's mind blowing, dude. But then they're just like a little speck out of everything that just create like, oh, see the imagination is. Hey, there's the robot. See, like they're really like not even like like this doesn't even visually represent what they are like or how much they take up and they just oh it's so awesome dude how they represent that or how they did that. So we saw like towards the end instead of I was like okay they're about to meet here but it wasn't necessarily themselves it was we saw the one meeting the opposition and then the other one the one below C and then the other above but they were still the same but just I kind of, I mean, Midori was spot on about that, right? Though that not everything is going to play out like that. Like there's never a 50-50. Yeah, so that was nice though. That was pretty breathtaking, I gotta say. Like something like that, you just kind of watch in awe. Especially there's no words, there's no narration, there's no anything like that, no voice acting, which obviously is what they were going for, you know. So, um, but with what they had to work with, and some of the things against them that were working against them, some of the obstacles and roadblocks they had, and things they had to overcome, they did, I feel like, a spectacular job for high schoolers, three high schoolers, to put something like that together. Obviously, they had help from other groups and other people, but primarily the three of them to put this together. What we just saw right there is mind blowing. It's mind blowing. It's crazy. Oh, and that's actually from the author. This little animation. That's awesome. But it's amazing what just the mind can do, and what creative minds and artists and animators and just what you can do when you put your mind to it. I know some people are more like, I feel like anyone could do it. It's just some people are more gifted, but for those people who aren't as gifted, in terms of like with me, like with my imagination, with my creative process, I'm not as gifted, I would say. But I feel like if I really put my mind to it, I could do it. It's just a matter of actually doing that. So it's like it's just awesome, man. It's this is why I love this show and what it's about. This is why I love anime. Because right, this is just, it's crazy to think about. How, like, for these studios, in for these people working on certain shows, they're like, they take up like this much space, right? They take up like this much space in the whole spectrum of things, in the whole world, and the whole, like, just everything, and they can make something like, like this, or just think of other classic amazing shows, and where, like, I mean, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, like Gurren Lagann, Dragon Ball, like where Dragon Ball started, or just like they were in a little studio in, maybe, I don't know how many people, I don't know exactly how many people, but in the whole spectrum of things, not a lot of people, and they created something that had that much of an impact. And this can be said for a lot of shows. Like Neon Genesis Evangelion. I mean, you could think of just a lot of shows, right? But especially, like, I look at kind of older ones. Um, Definitely like Cowboy Bebop. You're just classic, iconic shows like that were made in a small, probably relatively small studio with not that many people, and it just reached the whole world. Like, you'll think of anime like that, or just shows like that in general. It's just crazy to think about, man. So I know they're just high schoolers and all of that, but they sold out of the DVDs. They made an impact in their own way, and like I said, and it's obvious, they still have a whole lot more of improvement to do. They still have a whole lot more of a ways to go. It's just the way they represent that, and show that and tell that with this series is just really good. And I loved that final project, and how it came out. Definitely pretty breathtaking. Pretty breathtaking, I gotta say. I definitely need another season of this show. I don't know how much more there is, but I'm definitely gonna be supporting it when the English releases come out, to hope that I contribute in any way, right, towards whether it's buying a Blu-ray or whatever. Any way I can contribute to hopefully them making another season at some point, I would do that 100%, because they're just getting started. Really, when you think about it, they are, man. I love these characters. Like I said, I love what this show is all about. I love how it speaks to, I feel like, the people who are really, really passionate about anime. It's not just like I said, this still can appeal to the casual fans, but like for the people that are like hardcore anime fans, who like appreciate the work and the passion and what goes into it, like, this is for you, like, and that's why I feel like this show resonated with me a whole lot more. I feel like that's why I enjoyed it a whole lot more. because this is like a show that spoke like right to my heart, man. Like honestly, so and it was probably like that for a lot of you guys as well. Honestly, if you're like the same way as I am, maybe you're more hardcore. I know there are more people way more hardcore about it than I am with it. So I could only imagine how this show was for you. Definitely. So yeah, Eizouken though, really good watch overall. I really enjoyed, like I said, what we had with this series and what it was about, and that's why I would say this is probably like a 8.5 9 out of 10 series for me. Like, is it a masterpiece? I don't think it's like a masterpiece by any means, but it's a very good show. Like, check it out. Definitely check it out if you have not yet. If you guys are watching this 12th episode finale reaction, you guys probably have already watched it. But if someone who has not watched this show yet happens to stumble across this, then I hope you do check this show out. And I know Science Saru hasn't done any like second seasons, at least to my knowledge, if I remember correctly. And I know director Yuasa, I don't think he's ever directed a second season as well. I hope, please, there is another season at some point, and you maybe do that. I would really love that, honestly, man. So I'm gonna miss this series. I'm gonna miss the characters. I'm gonna miss the OP. Even though I'm still gonna be able to listen to the songs, it's not gonna be the same, right? Sitting down, watching the episodes weekly. I don't know. I'm just gonna miss it. I'm just gonna miss it, man. Really. So yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy my reaction to this final episode of Eizouken. Let me know what you guys thought of the series. Let me know what you thought of this finale. What did you think of how the project came out? And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video, whatever one it may be. Peace out, everyone.